Yeah, hi Pep. There's a couple of reports last week, maybe the week before, about Fernandinho suggesting he might get another year's contract or possibly join the coaching staff. Do you know what he might do yet?
No, it would be boring. Work with us is so boring. I wish him the best job in his life, not working with us.
Yeah.
The decision will be made at the end of the season. So, and again, these kind of things, Chick is the boss.
What about his performances as a player, though? Pep, still pleased with him?
More than pleased. You know my opinion about Fernandinho. Arrived here together. When I arrived, he was here. And always I lived with him. And when regularly was playing, it's 36 years old now. Play the minutes, has to play, and always is positive. And I had the feeling now he struggled in the beginning to get his rhythm, but now I think in the training session he's playing. I had the feeling he got his back and his best. And of course, in this amount of games we have ahead of us, we will need him.
Hi, Pep. You're playing lower league opposition tomorrow. It was the same case 4 years ago with Wigan, and it was obviously a difficult night for yourselves. Is that a reminder that, despite the talent that you've got in your squad, that anything can happen?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I think we remember many times. We remember many times these kind of things to the players. I'm not going to remember that because a long time ago, different moment, but that's true. I think in general we behave incredibly well against these lower teams, or not teams in the lower division, sorry. We perform seriously, and remember Newport with my friend Michael and other Cheltenham, like 82, 83 minutes, we were 1-0 down. So we know it, we feel it, and we'll be freezing. I don't know how we'll have completely different the game here at the stadium, away, FA Cup, everything can happen. So we know it, but in general we behave really well, and hopefully tomorrow again.
So there's nothing that you have to do specifically as a coach to kind of guard against complacency? The players already know that it'll be difficult?
No complacency. We can, listen, you know my opinion, we can lose games, we can play bad, but complacency, today they train amazingly. So it's not the case. No, but of course we're going to prepare what they do, what you have to do. They changed the manager 1 week ago, so for us it's difficult to know exactly what they're going to do. The manager was in the whole city before, playing one setup. I don't know if it will be the same for tomorrow, so it's a little bit unpredictable the way they're going to face, but must focus what you have to do. If they play long balls, how to defend this kind of situation. It depends if five in the back, where are the spaces to attack, and set pieces. In this kind of game, it's fundamental. So all these kind of things, but in general, except Wigan, so the rest of the games will play in later stages in FA Cup. 1 win, 2 times in semi-finals, and in the Carabao Cup. So we make a good runs the last years.
The Wigan game, was one of the memorable moments of the documentary that was done by Amazon. The half-time, I think you said, shouted everyone sit down, and it was looked like quite an aggressive team talk. You said last week that you're not as dramatic as a manager anymore. I just wondered, how has your approach to the players changed over the years?
No, I changed.
No, is your approach to them though?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I know them much better. I understood maybe because I'm getting old that they want to do it well. So it's typical when we lose games when this kind of competition go to the, because I listen every week that all former players and now they are pundits talking about they lose games because they don't run, they don't have passion, they don't have courage. When they were there and they were losing games, it was not the reason why. They want to do it well, they want to win games, they want to, in front of 80,000 people, make a good performance. And sometimes it didn't happen, and it was not because they didn't want to do it. And now it's the same case. So always have to. There is a moment after the game that I'm not clear enough. And me personally, as a manager, I'm not cool enough, so clear enough to analyze what happened in the game right immediately to the players. There's too many emotions. When I analyze the game, okay, the space is right, left, you attack here. But in the video, we cannot analyze the motions. And why is the motions? We attack incredible well the second half, we score a goal, and after that, we sit back. And we forget to play. And we concede a penalty. And why? It's emotions. It's not about tactics. They're the same. I'm not saying that I score a goal, guys. Now everyone back to defend 11. No. So that's why maybe I learned. Sometimes I talked after the game. But sometimes when I am eager, it's like, take time, go home, and tomorrow after tomorrow we'll talk with the team exactly what you feel was the real game. Because sometimes you are aggressive, you are unfair to the players because they want to do it well. I have this principle for a long time ago that they don't win it well. They want to run, they want to fight, they want to win. And when something happens, sometimes it's because it was not clear enough, or they had a bad day. It's happened. It's happened. Try to avoid it. They have the responsibility to avoid it. That is the most important part of I would say, the week or the day is these 90 minutes. But it's happened. So.
And you've said previously that you've had to apologise to the players for things that you've said in the dressing room. I think we talked about that last season. Is that something you now don't have to do because?
No, I can do it. I can do it again. I'm not so going to react. But even in Barcelona, when my early ages as a manager, I said something that the after I regret. You cannot imagine. A lot.
Can I ask what that was?
No, defeat or situation, and I'm there and do it. After go home, sleep, analyze. I said, I was wrong. So that's why it's difficult. Maybe manager can do it. Right after the game to see exactly what happened when, it's that's why it's difficult to go to the press conference after the game to analyze what the game because, you have the feeling, but the feeling sometimes is tracked for the environment, for 1-0, 1-1. When we win 5-0, the analysis is easy. But, sometimes you have to take a little bit time to be more accuracy to the players, to be more fair, to be exactly. All the analysis knows to what you have done is to help more than analysis to do this for the next one. Not for what happened, it's done, it's late. In the halftime, I have to be cold. I have to be clear what happened in the first half to improve the second. If I analyze what happened in the first half, not the halftime, at the end of the game, it's too late. I have to do it right now. So after the game, game is over. I'm not going to change my speech. I'm going to change I have to analyze to improve for the next one. And this is today to prepare the Peterborough. We talk a lot about Everton. What they're doing well, what they're doing wrong, what they have to do for Peterborough, but United, and Crystal Palace, and Sport Lisboa, and the other ones. So the message has to be for the next one, not to point you are the main responsible. I know in this job everyone look for you are the reason why we lose, or you are the reason why to win. All the time we're looking for that. Even the manager for the players. It's a big mistake. Because one player played bad, maybe for the other ones, not for himself. And that's why sometimes when you are calm, sleep, wake up, good breakfast, and after try to think, talk with your staff, what happened, helps a lot to analyze for the future.
And just a really quick one, sorry. How long does it take you to calm down after a match? 4 hours? How long does it take you to calm down?
No, it depends.
6 hours or?
No, it depends on the day. No, there is not a clock watch to say, it depends. Yeah, this is immediately, and that time I need more time, so depends.
Hi, Pep. You've got a lot of players here who have won a lot of trophies, but do you find when you add a player like, say, Jack Grealish in the summer, who hasn't won anything at club level, do you think that lifts the hunger and the desire of the entire group?
Yeah, maybe, but I'm going to tell you something. Success is not related to the happiness. You cannot win one single title in your career. You have an incredible satisfaction career in your life. And there are people who win 20 trophies or 25 trophies and be the most unsatisfied career, and you didn't enjoy your career. Leave the trophies, yeah, so nice. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, stop. We're here for that, absolutely. But the day after, they're going to demand another one. So I would not say, I want Jack be happy to do his best and experience here in a team like a fight for the titles is the most important thing. But important is the happiness what we are doing.
And up until about a week ago, the game, it would have been you against Darren Ferguson on the touchline. Would you have enjoyed that, given that there were so many memorable games with his dad in the past?
Yeah, I think I met him once or twice. Yeah, but I think no one can compete with his father. So
You did.
was the best. Sorry?
You did. You beat him twice.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just going to ask, because your answers to Jack were so good, what are the players like in that situation? How do the players react after defeats or victories? Are they vocal? Do they shout to each other? Do they encourage each other? What are they like?
No, well, I said all the time what I like. What I like?
The players, what are they like? What do the players do? How you said in terms of what you do after the game, you like to go and
I don't
analyse.
know, I'm
What do the players do?
I don't know. I'm not in the locker room, so I would love instead to take the phone right immediately, talk 5-10 minutes about the game, what happened about the game, oh this action, oh the goal I missed, oh how nice we celebrate this situation. But I'm not there, so they can do it. Some ones maybe they affect more, the other one they forget immediately. Everyone is everyone. It's not a problem that after the game everything is so intense. So I don't know the right expression in England. Skin is sensitive, everything. So that's why you have to, in the good moment, celebrate it, because when you know everyone, when it's difficult, the game that was Everton last time, and you can win in the locker room, the celebration is more intense, it's higher. So when you win, but more margin after 70 minutes, we go 4-5-0, situation is completely different.
Okay, we've got 2 questions on the Zoom and then we're done. We've got John Smith first. John?
Hi there.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask about Jack Grealish. A couple of weeks ago, you spoke about being a little bit frustrated with his statistics around goal involvement, goals and assists and things like that. Have you spoken to him about that, and what is your advice to him?
My advice is he's wrong. Maybe he listened too much what the people say is wrong, because statistics is better than he plays or quite similar in Aston Villa. In terms of ball contact and close to the ball, he had the chances. In Crystal Palace, in 20 minutes, he got to score 3 goals. Didn't happen, it's going to happen. We didn't find him to score 45 goals. He has not quality, he has another one. But the time he plays, listen, always we hide about the statistics. The players today play for the statistics. This is the biggest mistakes they can do. We are involved in that. Statistics is just a pattern, information that we have. But there are players that make the game or the team play good when they are not in the statistics. But the players just go how many goals I scored, how many assists, or many this kind of situations, and they'll forget everything. This is a problem to the real world and the real football. It's just my statistics. Never existed statistics before. It's how you play today. You perform your maximum, you prefer your best, you help your teammates to make the process defensively, offensively, what we are talking about better. It's enough. It's enough. Let's try thanks to that you are going to win again. But like everyone have agents and managers and everything, everyone want to see better and listen a lot of things about what they have to do. It's playing good. Really, honestly, I would not tell you, but I would tell him. I would tell him, you are not playing good, but it's not the case.
Thank you, John. Ian Whittle?
Hi, Pep. Just ask the last one on Alex Zinchenko, please, because obviously I don't think any of us can imagine what he's going through right now. I'm sure you probably can't either. And it just strikes me he's kind of at the centre of, he's on the front pages of the newspapers as well as the back pages of the weekend because of what was going on in the Ukraine. I just wonder, has he impressed you with his strength of character? Because it must be a really difficult situation for him right now. Has he impressed you with the way he's handling it?
Yeah, of course it is. So human beings who have the incredible ability to adapt and overcome difficult situations. Of course, when he's at home, we're talking, I guess, with his family and friends, and maybe the videos he can got today, before we didn't know what happened in the war, but today we know it immediately. So, of course, cannot be happy. But I think trying to, training sessions with the mates, talking, locker room, and football is so addictive, the ball is so attractive and addictive, and that's why when they are there and playing, he in a short time he can forget. But of course, when he come back at home with wife, daughter, and so on, imagine it must be tough.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.